That is a look of a woman who knew she made one of the coldest songs of the past 20 years. 2025 is the 20th anniversary of One Thing by Amerie. First of all, where did 20 years go so fast? That's just because when you hear that song, it don't feel like it's been 20 years ago. But man, that song, when that first came out with those drums on it, because the sample, okay, so Amerie was a wonderful artist in the early 2000s, should have been a lot bigger. This was off her second album. Her main producer at that time was Rich Harrison. The sample that Rich Harrison used was from the Meters' Old Calcutta. And he took that sample from that song, and it's like he combined it with go-go drums from DC and made one of the best songs of the 2000s. That song is just as fresh today as it was 20 years ago. It is so good. And Amerie because Amerie on the first album, she was young, like she was very casual, but then she stepped it up. It's like, nah, I'm about to challenge people. I'm about to be that chick. And the most beautiful thing about that song, one thing is so good, but my favorite part of that song is actually like the last minute or so, where it just breaks down to the instrumental and the keys come in. Oh my God. And she goes, whoa, and then just all the keys and the drum is going. Oh my God. One Thing is so good. And Amerie should have been a lot bigger. Now, there's a couple of stories. Like the main story is that she was her label was Columbia. And she felt like they didn't push her the way they should have been. And there's always been rumors flying around that, Beyonce stifled her career. I don't know if that's true or not. Bayhive, don't jump on me. I'm just going by the rumors. I can't prove that. But definitely Columbia, Amerie's record label, did stifle that record and didn't get a lot of promotion. And Rich Harrison, who was her main producer because he produced her first two albums, he wanted to work with bigger artists because he had also produced Crazy in Love for Beyonce in 2003. So he wanted to work with bigger artists, but he also felt like, if he's the producer of a song or an album and a label is not pushing that album, then he's not going to make money and he's not going to get his name out there. So he went off to produce bigger artists, but I don't think he ever found another muse like Amerie. Like Amerie was his gal, like just like Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis to Janet Jackson, or even with Karen White. As much as I love Karen White when she was with Jimmy and Terry, LA and Babyface did their best stuff for Karen White for her, so it's almost like even with Mariah Carey's worked with a bunch of producers, but she has a great bond with Jermaine Dupri, and Rich Harrison and Amerie was that Bonnie and Clyde duo that should have kept on making more albums. But Amerie's career was stifled, unfortunately. It's so crazy. Like when you look on the pop side during that same time span, you still had Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera and Pink. Like there's enough room for everybody to eat. And even like when you go towards the end of the decade, you still had like Lady Gaga and Adele and Katy Perry. Like you still on the pop side, they don't care. It's like, hey man, we can all eat. It's just when it gets to R&B, sometimes it just seems like, well, we can only push this one person and kind of stifle the others. So at that time span, you had Amerie, you had Sierra, you had Beyonce. And Rihanna came out also in 2005. And by the time we get to the middle of that decade, or even towards the end, it was really just Beyonce and Rihanna. And, Rihanna got that big push because at that time, Jay-Z was the head of Def Jam. So that's one thing that helped her out. But Rihanna was great anyway. Like she always had great material. But it just, when you look at Amerie, because she had a beautiful look, she was tall. Like she had a beautiful look. She had a beautiful voice. She made great music. And she should have had next. Like she should have been up there. Oh yeah, Aaliyah too. Like Aaliyah was in the early 2000s. Like she should have been should have been like Beyonce, Sierra, and Amerie, and Rihanna. Like I don't know why. I don't know, man. The record company business, man, is so what like they say in Tropical Quest, industry rule number 4080. Record company people are shady. Yep. So I recently saw some footage of Amerie recently because she went off later and she started writing children's books, I think. And she's done okay. She's a mom now. beautiful mom. But I think she got back into the studio. So I think she's back in the studio making more music. And I hope we hear new music from Amerie in 2025. I just feel like 2005 should have been her time. So, man, so if you were an Amerie fan, what is your favorite Amerie song? It's hard because One Thing is just spectacular. But if I had to choose one, if I could only listen to one Amerie song for the rest of my life, it'd probably be Why Don't We Fall in Love? It's a short song. Like the beautiful thing about one thing, it's not long, but it just rides, right? Why Don't We Fall in Love is super short, but it's really good. It's so good. I think I'm gonna make a video about it soon, but man, Amerie should have been bigger. But hey, that woman up there, that woman, you see that look she got? That's a look of a woman and say, yeah, I mean, one of the most classic R&B songs of not only the past 20 years, but probably of the past 30 years. Because One Thing is still that hot track.